People think a government becomes richer by taxing everything. Tax the farmer for planting. Tax him again when he harvests. Tax the road he uses to move his crops. Tax the market where he sells them. Tax the trader for carrying goods. Tax him again when he enters a town. Tax him again when he crosses a checkpoint. Tax him again when he tries to sell. Tax the worker until working feels like a punishment. Tax the merchant until trade feels like a crime. Tax the poor until survival itself feels expensive. This is what happens when a state forgets justice. People stop producing. Farmers leave land unused. Traders hide their goods. Workers lose motivation. The poor remain trapped. The government thinks it is collecting more, but in reality, it is slowly killing the economy that feeds it. Then came a ruler who understood something deeper. His name was Umar ibn Abd al-Aziz. When he became caliph of the Umayyad Empire, he inherited a state that looked powerful from the outside, but inside, the people were carrying a heavy burden. There were taxes on farmers, extra charges on land, fees on crops, tolls on roads, charges at markets, payments at checkpoints, custom-like fees on goods moving from place to place, and illegal payments demanded by officials simply because they had power. A farmer could work the land, grow the food, harvest the crop, and before he could enjoy the fruit of his labor, the state and its officials had already taken from him again and again. A trader could buy goods, transport them, cross roads, enter towns, reach the market, and at every step someone was waiting with an open hand. And then there was one of the worst injustices. Some people accepted Islam, but the government still kept charging them the tax that was supposed to be paid only by non-Muslims. So imagine a man becoming Muslim. He joins the Ummah. He prays with the Muslims. He fasts with the Muslims. He becomes responsible for the charity tax that Muslims pay. But then the tax collector still comes and demands the tax of non-Muslims too. So now this man finds himself paying both: the obligation of the Muslim and the tax of the non-Muslim. It was as if accepting Islam had not freed him from the old tax at all. In some cases, it made his financial burden even heavier. That was not just unfair. It made people feel that even faith had been turned into politics and money. So Umar looked at this system and did not ask, "How much can I squeeze from them?" He asked, "What will I answer before Allah?" And then he made a decision that shocked the corrupt officials around him. He began cutting. He removed unfair road tolls. He canceled extra charges on farmers. He stopped illegal market fees. He ended the tax on people who had become Muslim. He reduced the burden on land and agriculture. He stopped officials from turning trade routes into traps. He protected merchants from being robbed in the name of government. To corrupt officials, this looked insane, because they thought, if we remove these taxes, the Treasury will shrink. But Umar understood something they did not. You cannot build a strong treasury by weakening the people who fill it. And that is where the real miracle begins. Because after he cut the taxes, the treasury did not collapse. It grew. But how? We will answer that question in part 2.